Hello, kings and queens. Welcome to the Water and Earth signs video. You can look down in the comment section or hit the down bar to find your timestamp. Click on it, and that's where your video will start. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for tuning in for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 21st, 2021. Guys, I want you to check out Treasures and Spoils. Latoya Chandler, Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight for the month of November, is actually having a Black Friday sale. Treasures and Spoils has the perfect candle for every season and every occasion. So definitely skip the lines and check out treasuresandspoils.com. You can also check out any of her novels everywhere books are sold. Now for the month of December, we will be spotlighting none other than LaJill Hunt. It's going to be a perfectly fine Christmas. If you have not picked up the novel yet, be sure to do so and to leave a review. It is the bookish thing to do. If you have not checked out my psychological thriller, my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition, now's the time. Leave a review on Amazon. I would greatly appreciate it and enjoy the entertainment. Now on Tuesday, you can check out Diverse Shelves on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they discuss all new releases. It's an open forum, so come on over on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and talk about the novels you're excited about reading. Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook. If you'd actually like to become an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. And if you're on YouTube and you are a reader, stop on over to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves wonderful reviews that are not only candid, but informative. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the astrology. Hello, Scorpio kings and queens, E-Ray Taronic here. Let's get into your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology. Now on Thursday, the 25th, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Anyway, on Thursday, the 25th, the sun enters Sagittarius at 3 degrees. The energies are prompting limitations, knowing your limits, maybe even you exceeding your limits or expectations. Everything has its limits. What are yours is what you want to ask yourself. You can aspire for more, you know. Some could be looking at a rise in the ranks on Thursday. If you have placements between that 0 to 6 degree of Sagittarius. Now, I'd say if you have placements between 6 to 0 degrees in Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, or Aries, this is aspecting you simply because your areas of assistance are Libra and Aquarius. So it could be behind the scenes where it has to do with your worth or your money, maybe even home and family, or you getting assistance there is what would be aspecting you. If it is a blessing that's coming in, that's exceeding your expectations or helping you to rise in the ranks, that would have to do with your career, work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Okay, because that would be Leo and Aries. So see if you have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart between 0 and 6 degrees, and you just might be looking at a rise in the ranks on that day. Watch your limits as it pertains to your sectors of Virgo and Pisces. That's your sector of romance, creative endeavors, and children, as well as friends and goals that you're trying to accomplish. Try not to overdo it with the money. Don't exhaust your resources. Know your limits there. Okay, also on Thursday, Now, the moon in Leo at 11 degrees on Thursday will square Uranus and Taurus at 11 degrees. So, placements between 8 and 14 degrees of Leo or Taurus, this is aspecting you. A shocking challenge to your worth could surface in some way, or you could see yourself working really, really hard on increasing your worth. Okay? Because it's not always a challenge. Sometimes it's just you putting all that extra effort in or having to put that extra effort in, maybe even on the spot. Something is could be coming to affect your peace, though. Maybe someone needs help from you, and you're having to put in that extra work. Scorpio, this is your area of career and whatever it is you master in one of your relationships. So this could be a shock coming through a relationship and career. That could be opposing you, but at the same time, it could simply, like I said, just be you having to work extra hard for one of these career relationships or on one of these career relationships to increase your worth. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 17 degrees is going to sextile Mars in Scorpio at 17 degrees. So if you have placements between 14 and 20 degrees of Capricorn or Scorpio, an opportunity or some kind of assistance through challenges arises. This is where you don't want to do anything that compromises your morals or your good character. If you, because if you do, you could get in trouble. Sooner or later, you'll be found out. This is also a degree of violence, so be cool. If you have those placements between that 14 and 20 degrees, tone down the aggression. You don't want to be getting into any fights over a lover or, anything like that, or with a lover, or as it pertains to any money. Now, Scorpio is your sector of self. So this is you directly. Capricorn is your sector of communication, siblings, short distance travel, neighbors, your networks of people, and things like that. Okay, so you could be garnering some type of opportunity or assistance through a sibling or a neighbor, or you might be, taking a short trip and having a good time. You might be garnering some type of money as well through one of those avenues. If you have placements between that 14 and 20 degrees of Capricorn or Scorpio, though. Now, on Friday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 4 degrees. This is an angle of friction, even detachment for couples. So make the connection with your partner, communicate, find a common ground. If there's no common ground, it's time to rethink the partnership or the relationship. Okay, it doesn't have to be love. Sagittarius for you is money and resources. Okay, so this is about your money and your resources where you're going through this. Let's see. If you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees, this is definitely affecting you. I would say of Sagittarius, of Virgo, of Pisces, because those are the angles that square that angle. So those are the angles of friction, or where there might be detachment. It could also be your area of Gemini because it directly opposes this area. So check your chart for placements in Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, or Sagittarius between 1 and 7 degrees, because this is definitely aspecting you, okay? Also on Friday, Saturn at 8 degrees, Aquarius sextiles Chiron and Aries at 8 degrees. So if you have placements in Aquarius or Aries between 5 and 11 degrees, an opportunity or some kind of assistance to heal through or from a restriction or a responsibility will surface. And here, duties are not shirked and great tenacity is definitely displayed. These are your areas of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people, even small pets, as well as home and family. So maybe this is assistance coming to you through home and family or for home and family. You could be being of service to someone. Someone could be being of service to you. Either way, there is some healing coming in for that transit. Now, the moon in Leo at 24 degrees will make a fated aspect to Pluto and Capricorn at 24 degrees. We're still talking about Friday. A transformation is not only on the mind, but it's prompted at this degree. So you could find yourself working really hard. Don't get upset, though, if you don't get the recognition that you feel you deserve, because it could be short-lived anyway. Now, if you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees of Leo or Capricorn, this is aspecting you. And this has to do with your area of siblings, communication, neighbors, neighborhoods, short distance travel, as well as career. Okay. So, maybe it's career communication that you're looking at, because it definitely has to do with career or whatever it is you master, or, it could definitely have to do with someone in your networks of people, a sibling or a neighbor as well. But, like I said, just if you're working hard and you do something and you want some recognition and you don't get it, don't get upset. Everybody doesn't, everybody doesn't express gratitude as much as they should. We all make that mistake in life, but, we learn and we become more mindful of it. Now on Saturday, November the 2nd, the 27th, sorry. Oh, that's my dad's birthday. The sun is in Sagittarius at 5 degrees on that day. Tap into your creativity. Okay, this is a great angle for my artists and authors. Make sure or make your talents, make sure you make your talents work for you on this day. There is value in you. So don't allow someone else to reap the benefits, of your value. Don't let them only reap the benefits of your value. You want to reap the benefits as well. Allow your entrepreneurship to shine. If you have those placements in Sagittarius between 2 and 8 degrees, this is definitely aspecting you. And I would say even Leo or Aries, because it's a great angle for artists and authors and things like that. If you work in that field, Leo and Aries would be your area of career and mastery and work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people. So that would actually be great for you. Now, the sun at 5 degrees Sagittarius is going to couple with Vesta in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. So this is about devotion to your money. Okay. You know what I want to say on that last transit as well? That last transit is about your money and your worth as well. So like I was saying, while you might be having increased value, you might be garnering some type of money as well. Okay, some of you, because money and resources is our area of Sagittarius. If you have those placements between 2 and 8 degrees. Now, also on Saturday, like I was saying, the sun in Sagittarius is going to couple with Vesta in Sagittarius. So this is about devotion to your money and your resources. Something is going to be on full display. And this is a great degree of success for you, especially for artists and authors who have placements in Sagittarius. I would say Leo, Aries. Let's see. I would even say Libra and Aquarius between 2 and 8 degrees. Libra and Aquarius are your angles of assistance and opportunity, but it's still good because this is about your devotion to something. So maybe you're assisting someone is assisting you. Maybe you're being awarded some type of opportunity because of your devotion to this area of money and resources. So look for Leo, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, any of those placements between 2 and 8 degrees. Be sure that you're benefiting from all the work you're putting in, okay? Not just someone else, and be sure you're not the only one putting in the work, that other people are putting in the work too. It's about an energy exchange, a positive energy exchange, Teamwork makes the dream work. Now, the moon on Saturday in Virgo at 8 degrees is going to make a fated aspect to Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So this restriction or responsibility that surfaces was somehow meant. Okay, you can find yourself working for someone who is dishonest. Okay, but you may be a sucker for a damsel in distress, no matter the sexual orientation. If you have placements in Virgo or Aquarius between 5 and 11 degrees, this is definitely aspecting you. And Virgo is actually your area of friends, goals, and social groups. So this is a restriction or a responsibility that's placed on you as it pertains to, home and family, maybe one of your friends. It could be, a goal that you're trying to accomplish with a friend. You know, it could have to do even with a home-based business, because Aquarius is your area of, or maybe it's a friend as well that you feel is family. You know how a lot of your friends, you might call them sis or bro, or you just feel so connected to them and they're like your soul tribe. So that's aspecting you. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Virgo or Aquarius. Now, around 3 or 4 o'clock on Saturday, the moon in Virgo, your area of friends, goals, and social groups, is going to be at 10 degrees. And it's going to square Pisces in Palace at 10 degrees. Pisces is your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. Okay, so if you have placements in Virgo or Pisces between 7 and 13 degrees, this is aspecting you. Here is where you're putting in more energy to be of service to others. Okay, hopefully it's not that you're having issues with your talent or blockages in creativity. You want to get things done here. Okay, slanderers can be proven right if you don't. Let's look a little closer at this. Yeah, this is about friends, goals, and social groups for you. And it could have to do with a creative endeavor, like a goal you're trying to accomplish. You need to make sure you put the work in. If it has to do with your children or your romantic partner, if it's a goal you guys are trying to accomplish, you want to make sure that you're putting the work in. But because that square is there, it could be something like you're trying to get something done creatively or work on yourself, and you have those blockages with your kids and your romantic partner in the way, and they're kind of keeping you from getting stuff done. So you want to be very mindful of that on Saturday around 3 or 4 p.m. If you get off task. Remember, Ebony said, I was going to have these issues. I got to stay on task. Okay. Now, also on Saturday, the sun at 5 degrees Sagittarius will trine Mercury in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. So if you have placements in Sagittarius between 2 and 8 degrees, here is a blessing communicated to you that can be evident to others. And it has to do with your money, your resources, or your worth in some way. Good communication comes your way, possibly about the hard work that you're putting in. But are you reaping the benefits, or is someone else reaping the benefits? That's what you want to look at. You want positive energy exchanges, okay? You want reciprocal energy exchanges. God bless you guys. Stay tuned for the tarot portion. I've attached it from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday astrology. Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Ray Taronic here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 21st. Now, what's aspecting you first out the gate, like permeating your reading, is the 7 of Swords. So either somebody is lying to you, stealing from you, or you don't trust somebody in a situation that you're dealing with. You have no trust for this person that is aspecting you. Now, there's some type of shock coming. Either the tower is falling, as it pertains to the harmony in your home because you're being offered something that you don't want, or there's some type of shock coming in to your happy family, and whatever's being offered to you, shockingly, surprisingly, you still don't want, because the monotony has set in the relationship. So the tower might really be coming down. Okay, maybe you don't trust somebody and you don't want what they're handing you. You don't want what they're giving you. You got your arms folded to it because maybe it's not for you. This is a time of getting rid of what's not for us, So hey, that's what's aspecting you. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is about you investing in yourself, your entrepreneurship, your education, and your skills within a relationship. It's either a love relationship or a business relationship. But investing in yourself, or investing in your own, maybe it's about investing in a relationship with someone to provide stability. But cultivating your own skills, because you're thinking about walking away from somewhere where you have 8 cups full, or you are walking away from something where you have 8 cups full because you're not satisfied with the stability that it's bringing you, and you would rather cultivate your own skills and maybe bring in a relationship or a reliable partner through you cultivating your skills. If you're thinking about walking away from something, make sure that you take some time to think about it, because you should always think about it before you walk away from somewhere where you have 8 cups full. But, it's the time of the full moon in Taurus. It's a lunar eclipse, so we're all walking away from something. The solar eclipse is next month, so you'll be bringing something in December. I believe it's on December the 4th. So when you get rid of something, you bring something else in. Okay? When you let something go, you bring something else in. So on December the 4th, you could very well be bringing something, you will be bringing something in. Now, this week you also have aspecting you the Devil card, which talks about greed, a misdirected passion, or you're dealing with a Capricorn person, sun, moon, or rising. This is about money, wealth, establishment, inheritance, you being vested in your own interest to bring in this wish fulfillment. Maybe you are, beware. Okay, so if you are going after what you want because you want the money, you want to be taken care of materially, so you're being vested in your own interest to bring this wish fulfillment in. Make sure you're not investing in the wrong person for short-term gain, number one, because that Devil card is there. Make sure, that's pretty much all I got to say. But it looks like you're going after what you want, period. You're going after what you want fiercely. And you're cultivating your skills to try to create it on your own, or to bring in a reliable partner that you can work with as it pertains to those skills that you're cultivating. Now, your challenge is getting that mental clarity as far as your determination, what you're determined to do, your passion, and bringing in this generational wealth, this money, okay, this inheritance. That's your challenge. You having the mental clarity and the raw power and victory, and to win this. Now, in order to get this, you got to take yourself out of this self-imposed prison you're holding yourself in. You're being held in a self-imposed prison because you're holding yourself there. Nobody told you had to be there. Okay, you assume you have to be there. That's what this card is telling me. You feel like you have to be there. You can easily take off those bandages. You can easily step over those puddles of water and leave those swords behind, being left up in your head. Your advice is to fight for your unexpected gifts and payouts, to wait, to hold on, hang in there. Okay, because you got the Hangman. To hang in there, you're going to receive some type of unexpected gifts or payouts through some type of fight, tension, conflict, or competition. And it's going to bring in your happy family. I know you're waiting on it. I know you're waiting on it. There's nothing. Take yourself out the self-imposed imprisonment, and generate this wealth for yourself. Investing in your craft, but hang in there. Okay, because you got some type of money aspecting you, okay, through these challenges and conflicts that's going to bring in your happy family. God bless you. That's what I have for you. I'll see you next week. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for tuning in for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 21st, 2021. Guys, I want you to check out Treasures and Spoils. LaToya Chandler, Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight for the month of November, is actually having a Black Friday sale. Treasures and Spoils has the perfect candle for every season and every occasion. So definitely skip the lines and check out treasuresandspoils.com. You can also check out any of her novels everywhere books are sold. Now for the month of December, we will be spotlighting none other than LaJill Hunt. It's going to be a perfectly fine Christmas. If you have not picked up the novel yet, be sure to do so and to leave a review. It is the bookish thing to do. If you have not checked out my psychological thriller, my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition, now's the time. Leave a review on Amazon. I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy the entertainment. Now on Tuesday, you can check out Diverse Shelves on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they discuss all new releases. It's an open forum, so come on over on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and talk about the novels you're excited about reading. Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook. If you'd actually like to become an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. And if you're on YouTube and you are a reader, stop on over to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves wonderful reviews that are not only candid, but informative. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the astrology. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 21st, 2021. And this is going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and lets me know you appreciate the content that I'm putting out. Now on Thursday the 25th, the Sun enters Sagittarius at 3 degrees. The energies are prompting limitations. Okay, everything has limits. What are yours? That's what you want to ask yourself. You can aspire for more, you know. Some could be looking at a rise in the ranks, actually. Sagittarius is your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people. So you might be seeing a rise in the ranks if you have those placements between 0 and 6 degrees of Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Those are your areas of not only work, health, daily routines, small pets where you're of service to others, but it's also your areas of career and mastery, which is Aries, and your area of money and resources, which is Leo. So you might be garnering some money or increasing your worth in some way. You might be getting a job. It could even be a side job, but either way, those would be ways that you can increase your worth. Now, if it's someone's helping you increase your worth, this would be your area of Aquarius or your area of Libra. Okay, so look to see if you have placements between 0 and 6 degrees of Aquarius or Libra as well, because you could garner some type of shared finances for home and family. You could garner some type of assistance where someone's being of service to you, or you're making money being of service to someone else, some type of shared finances. You could grow working on something that you're passionate about at work, and that could help you rise in the ranks. It could be any of those things. So just look for those placements and those signs in your chart. Now, the moon in Leo at 11 degrees will square Uranus and Taurus at 11 degrees. So if you have placements in Taurus or Leo between 8 and 14 degrees, a shocking challenge to your worth could surface in some way. If it's not a shocking challenge, it's just something that comes to you that's a surprise where you're going to have to put in a lot of work. Maybe somebody needs your help. If it's not, and it's just a shock, it could be someone trying to affect your peace. Now, Taurus for you is going to be your area of friends, goals, and social groups. So it's a shock within a social group, a shock with a friend, coming in as it pertains to your money or your resources. Okay, yeah, maybe somebody needs some help or some money from you, or you're having to put in some extra work there. Okay, so just beware of that. Something's going to come out of the blue that's going to be impacting your money, your worth, or your resources in some way. Now, if you have placements between 8 and 14 degrees of Leo or Taurus. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 17 degrees is going to sextile Mars in Scorpio at 17 degrees. If you have placements in Capricorn or Scorpio between 14 and 20 degrees, this is an opportunity or some kind of assistance through challenges that will arise. Don't do anything that compromises your morals or your good character, because sooner or later you'll be found out. This is a degree of violence as well. Okay, you hear me? So you want to be cool as it pertains to this degree. If you're out and about having fun, you know, you don't want to get into a fight with anyone over love or over money, you know, or anything like that. So just make sure that, you know, you're doing everything on the up and up, okay? Now, on Friday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 4 degrees. This is an angle for friction or even detachment for couples, but make the connection with your partner, communicate with them, and find a common ground. Okay, if there's no common ground, then it's time to rethink the relationship or the partnership. If you have placements in Sagittarius between 1 and 7 degrees, this is definitely aspecting you, and it's about work partnerships, health partnerships, partnerships that you deal with during your daily routines or where you are of service to other people. It could even be your partnership with a pet. If you're not getting along with a pet, they're acting crazy, maybe it's time to take them to the doctors and make sure they're not sick or something like that. Okay, you want to be mindful of that. The areas that square this area are your areas of Virgo and Pisces. So look there as well for placements between 1 and 7 degrees, because you might be having some issues with someone at a distance from you if it's in Pisces, about your education and skills. Maybe they disagree with what you think and preach. All right. And there's something that's amiss there. You want to check on that. If it's Virgo, it could be a sibling, a neighbor, someone in your networks of people maybe that you're not getting along with. Okay. So, you just want to look at that because that could be an area of friction for you. Now, also on Friday, the Saturn in Aquarius, it's going to be at 8 degrees. It's going to sextile Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees. This is going to be, an opportunity or some kind of assistance that comes to you to heal through a restriction or responsibility, or from a restriction or responsibility. Okay, so you might be working and that's healing things, working within that restriction or that responsibility, and that could be the healing that's coming in, or you could be healed from one, if someone is assisting you. Now, here is where your duties aren't shirked. You didn't shirk your duties. You did what you were supposed to do. Great tenacity was displayed. If you have placements between that 5 and 11 degrees, you can expect to be healing that area of career because of, or through things you're passionate about, through working on something you're passionate about. It could be healing through money, like shared finances. It could be healing through you creating the endings and new beginnings you want, or working on your passions. And it could also be sex and intimacy as well. Okay. You could be having opportunity to, get it on. And that's healing, that area. Okay. Even if you don't want to do it, you got to show some tenacity. If you've been, you're tired and you don't feel like it, but you do what you have to do. Okay. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees. I don't mean to talk about relations like that, but, sometimes you are tired and you don't feel like doing what you got to do. But sometimes you know that you've been neglecting that area and you need to do what you have to do because, some of us can be workaholics and things like that. So just make sure that you do what you're supposed to do. Now, the moon in Leo on Friday at 24 degrees is going to make a fated aspect to Pluto and Capricorn at 24 degrees. So if you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees of Leo or Capricorn, this is aspecting you. Okay, this is about your money and your resources, making a fated aspect to a partnership, to or through a partnership. You could find yourself working hard on that day. But don't get upset if you don't get the recognition you deserve, because it could be short-lived anyway. All right. So if you're, working or doing something to increase your worth or make some money, just be mindful of that. If you have those placements between 21 and 27 degrees, you might not get the recognition you want. Now, on Saturday, November the 27th, the sun is in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. So you want to tap into your creativity on that day. That's a great angle for artists and authors. Make your talents work for you. Okay, there's value in you. Don't allow someone else to be the only one to reap the benefits from your talents. Allow your entrepreneurship to shine. Okay, if you have placements between that 2 and 8 degrees, I would say of Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, or even Libra, you can see some type of benefit, coming into you because of your entrepreneurship at work. in health, in daily routines, where you are of service to other people, with money and resources, or even career, or whatever it is you master. Those are your areas of blessings: Aries, Libra, Leo, Sagittarius. So look to see if you have those placements between 2 and 8 degrees. If you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Aquarius and Libra, those are your areas of assistance and opportunity. So like I said before, you could be garnering some type of money, like shared finances for helping someone at home, working for someone, being of service to someone. You could be garnering shared resources, working on something that you're passionate about during your daily routines. Through home and family, you could be garnering some type of shared finances by helping someone. Maybe it's even with health for some of you. Okay. Either way, that is definitely aspecting you, especially for those entrepreneurs or people who are working, not necessarily under a company. You're working for yourself. Now on Sunday, the sun is at 5 on Saturday. I'm sorry. I'm still talking about Saturday. On Saturday, the sun at 5 degrees Sagittarius is going to couple with Vesta in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. Your devotion to something is on full display here. And this is about your devotion to work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to other people, or even a small pet. This is a degree of success for artists and authors. Okay. So I would definitely say that that's your area, but be sure you're benefiting from all that work you're putting in, and not just someone else benefiting. So I would be looking at your areas of Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo again for those blessings, because that's your sector of career and mastery, your sectors of work and things like that. If you have it in Pisces, between 2 and 8 degrees, you're going to be putting a lot of work in, okay, being of service to someone on that day, but you can see success. All right. Now, the moon in Virgo at 8 degrees, still on Saturday, will make a fated aspect to Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So if you have placements in Virgo or Aquarius between 5 and 11 degrees, this is a restriction or a responsibility on you, okay, that surfaces somehow. And it's meant to happen because this is making a fated aspect about your shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. These are where the restrictions and responsibilities are placed on you. And you could find yourself maybe working for someone that might not be all the way honest, but you might be a sucker for a damsel in distress, no matter the sexual orientation. And that's kind of how you get into that situation. I'm definitely like that, a sucker for a damsel in distress. So if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Virgo or Aquarius, this is aspecting you. Now, around 3 or 4 p.m. on Saturday, the moon in Virgo, your sector of communication, siblings, oh, you know what? I wanted to let you know that too. That fated aspect that's being made to your shared finances for that last placement I was talking about, that's between 5 and 11 degrees of Virgo or Aquarius. Virgo is your area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, even neighbors. So it's going to be one of those people that you're helping, or that you're communicating with, or that you're drawn to the damsel in distress there. All right. Now I'll go to the next one. Around 3 or 4 p.m., the moon in Virgo, your area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, it's going to be at 10 degrees. And it's going to square Pisces and Pallas at 10 degrees. So you're already going to be working really, you know what? Virgo does not square Pisces. Virgo directly aspects Pisces. Okay, I need to pay attention to that, because in the last one I said square. It doesn't square. Okay, so this is directly aspecting. If you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees of Pisces or Virgo, this is where you're putting in more energy, either driving because it's aspecting long distance travel and short distance travel, or you're dealing with someone at a distance from you, but you're putting in more energy and you're working hard. Pisces is also your area of education and skills, what you think and preach. Okay. Morals, spirituality. So you could be working really hard in one of those areas. Hopefully you're not having issues with your talents or blockages in creativity. Just because it's aspecting both angles of travel, You want to watch and make sure that you have everything in place. If you're driving, you want to have your tires checked to make sure you don't have a flat. You want to make sure you got that tune up, you've got that oil change, because you could have either stagnation in traffic, or you could have some maybe like you're stuck in traffic, or hopefully it's not you getting pulled over, because that area of Pisces and that area of Virgo square that area of Gemini. So just be very mindful when you're traveling, okay? But you want to get things done, even if you're working and helping a sibling, someone in your networks of people, neighbor, because slanderers can be proven right. If not, people are waiting for you to fail, okay, in that area. And maybe it even has to do with what you think and preach or travel in general. So just make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, okay? On Sunday, not on Sunday, on Saturday. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. The sun in Sagittarius at 5 degrees is going to trine Mercury in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. I don't even know why Sagittarius is Sagittarius. They don't trine each other. Okay. But because this area is bringing you a blessing in, it trines your areas of Leo and Aries. So that's where your blessing could be coming from. Okay. Now, this is about good communication coming your way, possibly through the hard work that you've been putting in. But you have to look at it and think, are you reaping the benefits, or is someone else reaping the benefits? If you have placements between that 2 and 8 degrees of Sagittarius, this is aspecting you. Even if you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Aquarius or Leo, this is aspecting you, okay? For some sort of money or resources to come in through career or whatever it is you master, through work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Okay, so that's definitely aspecting for you. God bless you, and stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading coming up next. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 21st, 2021. Okay, so permeating your reading is the 8 of Pentacles. It's actually 3 cards. You got the 8 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So this is telling me, number one, to fight for what it is you want. Number one, with that King of Cups there, you're looking for some sort of emotional balance or problem solving. The king is a strong negotiator, so it's telling you maybe even to negotiate as it pertains to what it is you're trying to create or cultivate, because the 8 of Pentacles is about education, apprenticeship, investing in yourself. But there's a lot of competition going around, or either conflicts or tension or fights. So this is prompting you to negotiate. Okay, negotiate. In order to solve problems, use your intuition. In addition to that, to invest in yourself, invest in your craft and your creativity. Okay. Even if you are a patron of the arts, if you are maybe a fire sign, rising or moon, we got the Queen of Wands, and that's somebody that's determined and passionate. So it's saying that you need to be determined and passionate to bring about what it is you're trying to bring about. Now, as you're submitting yourself at the top of this hill, going through this test of faith, the cards are reminding you with this 7 of Cups not to be fanciful as to all of your choices at your disposal. Okay, you're going through some type of transition period, or some type of peace being restored, harmony being restored, because of you submitting yourself at the top of this hill. But be very mindful that all the choices you have at your disposal are not going to give you what you want. So don't be too fanciful as to your choices. Now, it's telling me not to tell you not to take anything for granted as well. Okay, don't take things for granted. So be very mindful of being appreciative of what you have at your disposal, what you have in front of you. Okay. Let's see. I hope you got all of that was recording me. Yeah, you're going through this transition period where peace is restored. Have gratitude, and don't take for granted what you have at your disposal. Make sure that you are not being too fanciful about your choices. Now you have this Nine of Pentacles card coming in, and the Nine of Pentacles card talks about some type of gratitude or luxury, issues being resolved with family members, money woes being over. Now this could deal with a family, okay? This could be dealing with a mother, or the mother side of the family. This also could be dealing with a business organization and money coming to you, and you having that hope that this money is going to come. You know, maybe something comes in, making you feel more hopeful as to a situation with a mother side of the family, or some type of money that is aspecting you. You've reached a point where past experiences are enabling you to make a dream come true, okay? But this is an increased level of hope. Now you also have the King of Wands, which talks about some fire sign person around you. This could be about you if you're a fire sign, rising or moon, which means Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Or this could be someone around you, okay? Now there's something going on with either materialism or greed or some misdirected passion, one of the two. This is asking you to be honorable, okay? Because people enjoy your presence when you're around them. But be honorable, be compassionate, and be wise as it pertains to whatever this misdirected passion is, okay? Because you got the Devil card, and that does either point to you dealing with a Capricorn person, or you having some type of misdirected passion or some greed aspecting this misdirected passion. Now, it could also talk about a relationship, investing money maybe in the wrong person, you know, for short-term gain. But you've got some type of win coming in, and some recognition, whether it is with a mother figure, whether it is with someone you feel is the Empress, because the Empress is an omen for good relationships. She's also talks about fertility and abundance, you know. So something is coming in for you, even if this is about greed or some type of misdirected passion. Some type of win or recognition is coming into you. Now your challenge and your advice is permeated by the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is telling you to keep forging forward routinely, you know, because it's about routine success and efficiency. The Knight is somebody who continues to plot forward with what he believes and do the same thing routinely because it works for him. Your challenge is going to be trusting someone around you within a partnership. Either you are having some type of conflicts or arguments with someone over time, their time solvency, they're balancing time, or money. So it's either a conflict about money or time within a creative partnership, and you don't trust somebody. Either somebody is stealing money from you, and that's the challenge, or you just don't trust somebody within some type of creative partnership. Usually that's 3 or more people that it's involving. And yeah, you either don't trust somebody or somebody's stealing money from you, one or the other. Now, the advice is for you to chill out. Literally, it's the Temperance card. It's asking you to balance your emotions, balance your anger, balance your volatility. You know, because on the Temperance card, she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground, and she has these 2 cups that she's balancing the water within, you know, on this card. Okay, with these 2 cups, she's pouring water in one, pouring water in the other one, pouring water in one, pouring water in the other one, and she's maintaining her balance, even with 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground. So that's what it's telling you to do. Calm down, chill out, balance your emotions, find some type of cool, calming ground, you know. Patience. If you want to cultivate your family legacy, your generational wealth, and bring this wish fulfillment in, or this money in, you got to chill out. You got to calm down and you got to have patience. Okay? Okay. That's what's aspecting you, Cancer. God bless you. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next week. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for tuning in for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 21st, 2021. Guys, I want you to check out Treasures and Spoils. Latoya Chandler, Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight for the month of November, is actually having a Black Friday sale. Treasures and Spoils has the perfect candle for every season and every occasion. So definitely skip the lines and check out treasuresandspoils.com. You can also check out any of her novels everywhere books are sold. Now for the month of December, we will be spotlighting none other than LaJill Hunt. It's going to be a perfectly fine Christmas. If you have not picked up the novel yet, be sure to do so and to leave a review. It is the bookish thing to do. If you have not checked out my psychological thriller, my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition, now's the time. Leave a review on Amazon. I would greatly appreciate it and enjoy the entertainment. Now on Tuesday, you can check out Diverse Shelves on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they discuss all new releases. It's an open forum, so come on over on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and talk about the novels you're excited about reading. Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook. If you'd actually like to become an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. And if you're on YouTube and you are a reader, stop on over to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves wonderful reviews that are not only candid, but informative. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the astrology. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, during the week of November 21st, 2021. Okay, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know that you appreciate the content that I am putting out. But let's get into your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology. On Thursday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 3 degrees. Now, if you have placements in Sagittarius between 0 and 6 degrees, this is aspecting you because the energies are prompting limitations. Everything has limits. What are yours? You can aspire for more, okay? You can exceed your limits. Some could be looking at a rise in the ranks on this day. If you have those placements, I would say between 0 to 6 degrees of Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, or even Libra and Aquarius, simply because this is talking about a rise in the ranks, and Sagittarius is your area of career and mastery. Okay, you could be getting assistance by working from someone behind the scenes and garnering shared finances. You could be making some type of sacrifice or been working secretly, and now finally the money is coming in, the shared finances. You're creating endings and new beginnings in career or whatever it is you master, if you have those placements in Aquarius or Libra, okay, between 0 and 6 degrees, or Sagittarius. Now, if you have it between 0 and 6 degrees of Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, this is through work. Okay, this is you rising in the ranks, your worth increasing. If you have it in Aries, it's about your money and worth. Leo's about work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to others. Some of you might be getting a job, okay, a new job, or rising in the ranks in your job. All right, just look to see if you have those placements between that 0 and 6 degrees, and that's what's aspecting you. Now, the moon in Leo at 11 degrees will square Uranus and Taurus at 11 degrees. So if you have placements in Leo or Taurus between 8 and 14 degrees, a shocking challenge to your worth could surface in some way. Something could be coming to affect your peace, or somebody could need your help and you'll be working extra hard, because squares are not always just like always conflict. Sometimes it's just friction or tension, or you having to work really hard in a certain area. Okay. Now, this for you has to do with communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people. So you could be helping any of those people. You could be having to put work in with any of those people as it pertains to your work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people. Okay. So you could be like, it's affecting siblings. So you could be driving your sibling to the doctors. You could be helping your sibling out with some being of service to them during your daily routines. Okay. Putting in that extra work. And Thursday is what? That's Thanksgiving too. So a lot of you are going to be cooking. You might have to drive back and forth to the store to pick things up or something like that. Out of the blue, out of nowhere. Oh, I need you to help me. Can you help me cook this? Can you help me drive over here? Can you help me? That's going to be aspecting, okay? So be mindful of that. Hopefully no one's overdoing it with the food and you got to help somebody with health because they, overdid it and got sick or something like that. Now, Venus in Capricorn also on Thursday at 17 degrees is going to sextile Mars in Scorpio at 17 degrees. So if you have placements in Capricorn or Scorpio between 14 and 20 degrees, an opportunity or some kind of assistance through challenges will arise. Don't do anything that compromises your morals or your good character. Okay, this has to do with romance, finances, and pleasure being offered to you or through some opportunity or some type of assistance, like I was saying. So this is going to be because of a friend or maybe someone in a social group. Maybe it's a goal you were trying to accomplish. Okay. Your area of Scorpio has to do with long distance travel. So it could be someone at a distance from you you're helping. Your what you think and preach, your morals, your education and skills. Somebody could be helping you to expand your reach and you're having a good time. Just don't do anything that compromises your morals or your good character because sooner or later you'll be found out. And this is a degree of violence as well. So make sure you be cool. Don't get upset. No arguing with anybody. Okay? Because you don't want to get those chakras disaligned. Now on Friday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 4 degrees. This is an angle of friction or detachment for couples. So make the connection with your partner and communicate. You have to find a common ground. If there's no common ground, it's time to rethink this relationship. And for you, this is about a relationship and career, or it has to do whatever it is that you master. Pisces and Virgo square these areas. So this is really directly about relationships for you. Gemini directly aspects this area, and that's your area of home and family. So this could be relationships and home and family that seem kind of detached, that you're having to make some type of connection there. So look in your chart and see if you have placements in Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, or Sagittarius between 1 and 7 degrees, because if you do, this is definitely aspecting you. Okay. And it's prompting you to work harder to be closer within these relationships and, drop that detachment. Now, also on Friday, the 26th, Saturn is at 8 degrees of Aquarius, and it's going to sextile Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees. So this is an opportunity or some kind of assistance to heal through or from a restriction or responsibility that has been placed on you behind the scenes secretly. Maybe it's about closure that you need to bring in. Maybe you have to work in your solitude or to garner this opportunity in this healing of money or worth. Okay, because it's healing your money or your worth in some way. Okay, as it pertains to secrets, sacrifice, solitude, closure, endings, and things like that. Okay, you're healing. Here is where you don't shirk your duties. Great tenacity is displayed. You're doing what you have to do. Okay, and it's increasing your worth. Okay, how people see you, what your worthiness is. Now, the moon in Leo at 24 degrees is going to make a fated aspect to Pluto in Capricorn at 24 degrees. So a transformation is not only on the mind, but it's prompted at this degree. If you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees of Capricorn or Leo, You could be working really hard, okay, as it pertains to work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Maybe you're being of service to a friend. Maybe you're being of service to someone within a social group. Either way, you're accomplishing this goal. Maybe you're helping them during your daily routines. Maybe it's a small pet. Don't get upset if you don't get the recognition that you feel you deserve, because it could be short-lived anyway, okay? And not everybody shows gratitude. They should, but we all live and we learn. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's move along to Saturday. On Saturday, the 27th, the sun is in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. This is where you want to tap into your creativity. It's a great angle for artists and authors. Make your talents work for you on this day. This is about your career and mastery. Allow your entrepreneurship to shine. And don't let anybody be the only ones to reap benefits off of what you can do. Make sure you're reaping the benefits as well. This is about career and mastery. If you're going to shine on that day, you probably have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, which means it's going to be money and resources for Aries, work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people for your area of Leo. Okay, maybe you're working for someone. Maybe you're getting a job. Okay, maybe you're garnering some type of, like I said, finances or worth in this area by using your entrepreneurial skills. If you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Aquarius or Libra, it could be you working behind the scenes, utilizing your talents, making sacrifices, working in your solitude to garner shared finances, to create the endings and new beginnings you want. This is something that you're passionate about. It could even be sex and intimacy that you're talented in. Okay, because that's what that area is, that area of Libra. So look to see if you have placements in Libra or Aquarius as well, because that's where you can have opportunities and assistance to allow your entrepreneurship to shine. Now, the sun at 5 degrees Sagittarius is going to couple with Vesta, Vesta in Sagittarius, of course, at 5 degrees. So if you have placements in Sagittarius between 2 and 8 degrees, your devotion to something is on full display here. This is a great degree for success for artists and authors. And those same placements I was talking about before. Okay, be sure that you're not letting someone else benefit from your work only. Okay, so this is definitely aspecting the same transit. And this is about your dedication to career. Okay, your devotion to career or whatever it is that you master. The areas that square that area are Pisces and Virgo. So if you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees, you might be dealing with a partnership that usually kind of maybe blocks your shine or takes the shine from you. So just be mindful that you're stepping up and taking credit for what you're doing as well. Okay, be sure you're benefiting from it as well. Now, the moon in Virgo at 8 degrees will make a fated aspect to Saturn at 8 in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So this restriction or responsibility that surfaces is somehow meant to happen. Okay, because Virgo is your area of relationships. Okay, Aquarius is your area of, I'd say, secret sacrifice. I'm sorry, I had a brain freeze. Secret sacrifice, solitude, closure, and things like that. There's some type of restriction or responsibility placed on you through a relationship behind the scenes where you might have to work in your solitude, but you might be working for someone who is, has some kind of dishonesty there with them. But you might be a sucker for a damsel in distress, as I am. So you could find yourself being set within restrictions or having the responsibility to, work with someone or help someone or, something like that. If you have those placements in Virgo or Aquarius between 5 and 11 degrees. Now, around 3 p.m. on Saturday, 3 or 4 p.m., the moon in Virgo at 10 degrees is going to square Pisces in Pallas at 10 degrees. So here, this is where you are putting in, a lot of effort. Hopefully it's not blockages in creativity for you, but either way, you're getting things done here. Okay. If you're not getting things done, slanderers will be proven right. Okay. So you want to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do as it pertains to your relationships that you're dealing with, that you're putting in that effort. Or they'll just say, yeah, I knew she was like that, or I knew he was like that. You know, I told you you couldn't count on them. Be mindful of that because that's aspecting you if you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees. Now, the sun at 5 degrees Sagittarius will trine Mercury in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. So this is a blessing communicated to you that can be evident to others. Good communication comes your way, possibly through the hard work that you're putting in. But like I said, make sure you're reaping the benefits and not someone else. Okay, be very mindful of that. And this is actually not even a trine. What am I talking about? Sagittarius is Sagittarius. So this is just the sun coupling with Mercury. Okay. God bless you guys. Stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading coming up next. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 21st, 2021. Your week is permeated, first of all, by the King of Cups. And the King of Cups talks about emotional balance, problem solving, being a strong negotiator. You might be lost in your thoughts and distant this week, so you want to be mindful of that. Your heart is better suited than your head to assess a situation. Okay? Be calm, be cool, and be reassuring. Okay? This week. Now, you're waiting for some type of money, some type of balance to bring you out from uncertain times. And you're being prompted to listen to your intuition and allow it to guide you. When you have the High Priestess, that talks about keeping your emotions closely guarded, keeping them hidden to your chest. Okay? Well, not to your chest, but just keeping things revealed until you know it's safe to say something about them or to reveal them as it pertains to money, balancing money even. But you're waiting for this to come in. You have the Chariot card. So you're driving something forward. You're expanding. There's some type of preparation that's coming in. Some money flowing your way. Some problems being solved. Something is being balanced. Some type of justice is going to come your way and the scales are going to be balanced. Okay? Your world is changing. Please keep the wheel spinning in a positive direction by thinking positive and stop focusing on the cups that have spilled over and focus on the 2 cups that you have behind you, because you have some type of unexpected gifts or payouts coming through. Either you being you taking on the stance of the Queen of Pentacles, being generous, stability in finances. You could be a patron of the arts, or this could be somebody that's aspecting you or somebody that's around you that might be it could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or it could just be someone around you that is a patron of the arts, that is a good provider, that is a hard worker, and they're bringing in some sort of money or payout or some balanced give and take. Okay, there's some type of balance, give and take flowing in your world changing. Your challenge and advice is I hope you got all of that. There's that balance. Don't focus on what spilled over, okay? Because your world is changing. You're having that balance with this person that's aspecting you, this businesswoman. Or you're a businesswoman and you're bringing in, I'm sorry about that, some sort of money or payout. So don't focus on what cups have spilled over, okay? You're going to be driving something forward and some justice is going to be coming in for you. Your challenge and advice is permeated by the Wheel of Fortune card. And this is as it pertains to some wish fulfillment with your stability. This is your challenge, okay? You're looking at your investments right now, or you're looking at what you've invested into this person around you that maybe you enjoy their presence when they're around you. Maybe they're honorable and normally wise and compassionate to others. If this is not you, this is a person that's around you. and you're looking at what you've invested in that person. Okay, and right now you're going through burnout. You're going through, maybe it's avoidance, maybe somebody's avoiding you, maybe this person, this King of Wands person, is avoiding you. You might feel isolated from this person. This can also indicate you setting aside problems in order to avoid them. Okay, so be very, very mindful of that as well. Just don't stay down. Okay, get yourself upright. Okay, that's enough rest and passivity. Okay, you need to forge toward your new beginning passionately. Forge toward new endeavors, new ways to, create what it is you want to create. Whether it's new friends, new relationships, this is prompting you not to fight, not to argue with people, not to be hasty, as it pertains to new endeavors and new friends as well, not to act hastily. So you're going to have to calm down and gain some type of emotional balance, okay? Because this is, something is going on here with, with you. Maybe people are trying not to even be around you because you're tripping out too. That could, for some of you, okay? Just you might need to calm down off of the Knight of Swords, off of trying to battle with others around you, okay? Because you have this goodness coming in and it's aspecting you. God bless you. I hope this helped. I'll talk to you next week. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for tuning in for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 21st, 2021. Guys, I want you to check out Treasures and Spoils. Latoya Chandler, Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight for the month of November, is actually having a Black Friday sale. Treasures and Spoils has the perfect candle for every season and every occasion. So definitely skip the lines and check out treasuresandspoils.com. You can also check out any of her novels everywhere books are sold. Now for the month of December, we will be spotlighting none other than LaJill Hunt. It's going to be a perfectly fine Christmas. If you have not picked up the novel yet, be sure to do so and to leave a review. It is the bookish thing to do. If you have not checked out my psychological thriller, my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition, now's the time. Leave a review on Amazon. I would greatly appreciate it and enjoy the entertainment. Now on Tuesday, you can check out Diverse Shelves on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they discuss all new releases. It's an open forum, so come on over on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and talk about the novels you're excited about reading. Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook. If you'd actually like to become an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. And if you're on YouTube and you are a reader, stop on over to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves wonderful reviews that are not only candid, but informative. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the astrology. Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 21st, 2021. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Now, on Thursday, the sun is going to enter Sagittarius at 3 degrees. Sagittarius is your area of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, and even sex and intimacy. This is where you want to ask yourself what your limitations are, because everything does have limits. What are yours? You can aspire for more. And some of you could be looking for a rise in the ranks on this day as it pertains to your shared finances, as it pertains to endings and new beginnings you want to create, as it pertains to sex and intimacy, or even things that you're passionate about. If you have placements and I would say Sagittarius, Leo, or Leo or Aries, because those are the areas that bless each other. Okay, so if you're having a rise in the ranks, that's a blessing to me. So it could be through home and family, you garnering some shared finances that helps home and family, or it could be coming through like a home-based business. It could be where you've worked in your solitude and made sacrifices. Now you're bringing in this money and these resources. Okay, that's what could be aspecting you. So check to see if you have placements between 0 and 6 degrees of Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or even Aquarius and Libra, because you could be getting assistance through career as well, or work, health, daily routines where you are of service to others. Okay, so this is help with you helping someone during your daily routines and garnering some type of shared finances, and that raises you. The money helps. It could be you working on something you're passionate about in career or whatever it is you master, and that's creating endings and new beginnings for you. Maybe it has to do with sex and intimacy. Maybe during the day, maybe you and your partner have been at odds with each other, and then you have that connecting moment, if you know what I mean, and that helps you to rise in the ranks among, as far as how you two have been feeling about each other or something like that. So just check your chart to see if you have placements in Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Aries, or Leo between that 0 and 6 degrees. Now, the moon in Leo at 11 degrees on Thursday is going to square Uranus and Taurus at 11 degrees. So this is home and family, a direct square there. So a shocking challenge to your worth could pop up in some way, or this could be you having to work really hard for someone in home and family or to get something done. But there is maybe somebody needs your help. So you're putting all that extra energy in. But there is the possibility that someone is coming to try to affect your peace, and it could be a shock to you. It could be someone in home and family, a relationship in home and family. So just be mindful of that. Let's see. That area of Leo squares Scorpio as well. So, you want to be mindful of that. That's your area of relationship. So it could be a relationship with within a home-based business or in home and family. If you have placements in, I would say Aquarius too. That's career and mastery. So it could be, like I said, it could be a home-based business as well. If you have placements between 8 to 14 degrees of that Leo or Taurus, okay? Or even Scorpio or Aquarius. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 17 degrees is going to sextile Mars and Scorpio at 17 degrees. So an opportunity or some kind of assistance through challenges will arise. Don't do anything that compromises your morals or your good character, because sooner or later, you're going to be found out. This is also a degree of violence. So you want to be cool and not get into any arguments over money or out while you're having a good time, over a romantic partner, because Venus is in the mix. Okay. The Capricorn is your area of what you think and preach. Long distance travel. So you could be traveling at this time. You could be dealing with somebody at a distance from you who might be giving you an opportunity to speak your truth, through this relationship. Just don't get into any arguments or fights or anything like that. Speak your truth peacefully, because Scorpio is your area of relationships. All right. If you have placements between 14 and 20 degrees of that Capricorn or Scorpio, this is aspecting you. Okay. Remember, morals and good character. Now on Friday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 4 degrees. So this is an angle of friction or detachment for couples. So this is where you want to make that connection to your partner. You want to communicate. You want to find a common ground. If there's no common ground, you need to rethink the relationship or the partnership, okay? This is if you have placements, I would say in Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo between 1 and 7 degrees. And I say that simply because those are the areas that square this area. So you could find that detachment there or that friction there with if it's Pisces where you have the placement between 1 and 7 degrees, it's going to have to do with a friend or someone within a social group. It might have to do with a goal you're trying to accomplish that has to do with your shared finances. So don't, it could have to do with your passions. It could have to do with sex and intimacy, endings and new beginnings you're trying to create. The other area is Virgo that squares this area, and it could have to do with a creative endeavor. So this could be someone you're dealing with within a creative endeavor, or someone you're dealing with when you're out having fun. Say you're out having fun with your friends and you just feel like this friend is like always shading you, or you just don't trust this friend. You want to talk about it. You want to, just peacefully though, but you want to try to discuss it and hash things out. It could also have to do with a romantic partner or a child as well. All right. You don't want to be arguing with partnerships with your romantic partner, especially over sex or shared finances or things like that. Be very mindful of that. Talk peacefully and make that compromise, even if it's a lover or a child. All right. If you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees of Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo, this is aspecting you. Gemini too, because it directly aspects that area, and that's about money and resources. So you don't want to be, getting into it with anybody about money and resources. Okay, moving along to Friday. Moving along to the next transit on Friday. Saturn at 8 degrees. Yeah, Saturn at 8 degrees of Sagittarius is going to sextile Chiron and Aries at 8 degrees. So if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Aquarius or Aries, this is an opportunity or some kind of assistance coming in that's helping you to heal through or to heal from a restriction or responsibility that's placed on you or that has been placed on you. Here is where your duties were not shirked, okay? And great tenacity is displayed as it pertains to your career and mastery. Your healing career and mastery by working behind the scenes, secretly, doing what you have to do, making those sacrifices. That's how you're going to heal this area of career and mastery. So check to see if you have those placements between 5 and 11 degrees of either one of those signs. Now, on Friday also, the moon in Leo at 24 degrees is going to make a fated aspect to Pluto in Capricorn at 24 degrees. So a transformation is not only on the mind, but it's prompted at this degree. You could be working really, really hard on this day, but don't get upset if you don't get the recognition that you feel you deserve, because it could be short-lived anyway, This is about what you speak and preach. It's about your morals, your spirituality, your education and skills, transforming that area. Long distance travel as well, or you could be dealing with someone at a distance from you. You're transforming home and through that area because of something that's going on in home and family. Okay, maybe you're working really hard in home and family, trying to get your point across. Maybe you're working really hard for a home-based business with your skills. You just might not get the recognition you want. Sorry about that. Yeah, you just might not get the recognition that you want from someone in home and family or someone you feel is family. If you have placements in Leo or Capricorn between 21 and 27 degrees. Now let's move along to Saturday. Now, there's a few transits on Saturday that kind of coincide. The sun in Sagittarius at 5 degrees is a great angle for creativity. It's a great angle for artists and authors, and you can make your talents work for you, and there's value for you. Just don't allow someone else to reap the benefits of your entrepreneurship, okay? Now, that sun in Sagittarius is going to couple with Vesta in Sagittarius at that 5 degree mark. So your devotion to shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, or even sex and intimacy is going to be on full display. And like I said, there's a great degree of success for artists and authors, but you have to be sure that you are allowing yourself to benefit from your work too. You're allowing your praises to be sung as well. Okay, because a blessing, like I said, is going to be communicated to you, even because of the coupling of Mercury and the sun at that 5 degree angle. Good communication is going to come your way. But you got to make sure that you're reaping the benefits too. It's about a positive energy exchange. If you have any placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Libra, no, well, Libra too, but I wanted to say Sagittarius, the blessings first. Between 2 and 8 degrees of Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, this is going to be about money, shared finances, things you're passionate about. You may be even working behind the scenes where you sacrificed to make money for home and family. Something is showing up for you. Some type of blessing is communicated to you. Okay? If it's assistance and opportunity that's coming and that's how you're receiving the benefit, it's going to have to do with career. It's going to have to do with where you've worked, where you've been of service to others. It might even have to do with health. It could have to do with what you've been dealing with during your daily routines, where you've been assisting. Some shared finances can come into you, okay, through something that you're passionate about. You could be creating the endings and new beginnings that you want. If this is about assistance coming your way. So check your chart also to see if you have those placements in Aquarius or Libra between 2 and 8 degrees. Now, the moon in Virgo at 8 degrees will make a fated aspect to Saturn and Aquarius at 8 degrees. So this is a restriction or responsibility that surfaces, but is somehow meant to surface. You can find yourself working for someone who is dishonest here, but you might be a sucker for a damsel in distress as well. If you have those placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Virgo or Aquarius, this is aspecting you, and it has to do with your romantic partner, someone within a creative endeavor, or like some people you hang out with when you're out having fun. It could also have to do with a child, and it's directly aspecting career and mastery. Okay, you're going to have to work or do something, whether you're working for a romantic partner, whether you're working to help a child, or whether you're, you could be babysitting if that's what you master, and putting in a lot of work there. Or if you're working within a creative endeavor, okay? Just be mindful. Like I said, you could find yourself helping someone that's a little dishonest there. Now, around 3 or 4 p.m., Virgo, the moon, of course, in Virgo at 10 degrees is going to directly aspect Pisces and Pallas at 10 degrees. If you have placements in Virgo or Pisces between 7 and 13 degrees, this is where you're putting in more energy to be of service to others. Hopefully you're not having issues with your talents or blockages and creativity, but this is an angle where you really need to get things done. Whether it's for a friend, whether it's within a social group, whether it's for a romantic partner, whether it's for a child, whether it's for a creative endeavor, you need to get this goal accomplished because people are already looking and watching, waiting to see if you're going to fail. Okay? Don't prove them right. If you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, do what you got to do. Stay tuned for the tarot portion coming up next. Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Taronic here with your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 21st. Now, you had a lot of cards that came out. First of all, for your overall reading, like for your what's basically permeating the reading, number one, you have the Ten of Swords. So that already says that you're feeling some sort of defeat, loss, or endings. And endings could be dramatic or harsh, but you'll move past them more easily than they appear. But the thing is that you are... some disaster is aspecting, but it's avoidable because it's somewhat of your own making. Maybe it's fear of change, resistance, dishonesty. Do what you can, while there's still time. A current struggle is going to have to come to an end either way it goes. But you're feeling so much overburdening, maybe even avoiding responsibility, struggling with your circumstances and how much you've taken on and blaming others because of it. Stay out of the blame game then. Stay out of victim mentality because ultimately you'll end up with a lighter load if you just keep your head down and you keep plodding along. Even your challenge and advice is advising you to keep plodding along. But before we get into the challenges and advice, I see that you're aspecting some new journey. You're going on some new journey, and the new journey is calling for you to attend to your deeper needs, and submit yourself at the top of a hill with that. Submit yourself at the top of a hill with saying, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to make sure that I am taken care of. I'm going to attend to my deeper needs and what's really going on the inside of me. Okay? Because you already have Scorpio, Mars in your area of relationships, and you're having all these conflicts or troubles with your relationships because of the struggle within. Okay? If you submit yourself at the top of a hill and be committed to either attending to your deeper needs or the needs of this water sign person around you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, either one, you're going to manifest the material success and prosperity you're trying to manifest. Maybe even some type of unexpected gifts or investments or money, unearned income or something like that. Okay? Now, you're submitting yourself at the top of a hill. Again, I got this card out twice. And as opposed to looking at the cups that are spilled over, the 3 cups, you have 2 cups behind you. And those 2 cups behind you can help you come out of the financial disarray or disorganization or money worries that you're having. You have to keep your wits about you and avoid excess spending, okay, and imbalanced behavior, because that imbalanced behavior just brings on more imbalanced situations to you. There also could be dishonesty playing around in your business world, and that's why your funds are low, because of the dishonesty just going around. Now, you're having some sort of rebirth as to your stability this week, and that's going to be about either someone at a distance from you, fast communication you're coming your way, maybe that boosts your self-confidence, or some type of travel that's going on. But either way, you are having some type of rebirth there, and this could be with a Scorpio person, or this could be with one of your relationships, you know, that you have in the home. Okay, now your advice, your advice and challenges are permeated by that Knight of Pentacles card, which talks about plodding along routinely. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep going forward. Keep moving forward, but make sure you're moving and you're not stagnant. Okay, don't sit yourself still. Remember, it said fear of change will continue to bring on some type of disaster. Okay, you can be your own demise sometimes. Your challenge is going to be having the confidence, okay, or either working on your stability, having the confidence to look within and trust your own subconscious, to trust what your intuition is telling you within some type of partnership, collaborative work, or team, within some team effort. Okay, and you're having trouble, contemplating and really taking time to meditate and think about what is going on, and it's holding you in some type of self-imposed prison. That's a self-imposed prison, because when you have all those swords, that means you're up in your head too much. Okay, come out of that self-imposed prison and try to research more about either this mother figure you're having these issues with, this woman figure, or it could be problems with your mother's side of the family, or for you, I really believe a lot of you, it's about a business organization. It's asking you to look within and garner more information about the choices and opportunities you have at your disposal. Not all of them are going to give you what you want, but there are plenty of choices and opportunities at your disposal. Don't fantasize anything, okay? Research and get the hard, concrete facts, okay? And don't be too fanciful about the choices in front of you. Okay? God bless you. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next week. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for tuning in for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 21st, 2021. Guys, I want you to check out Treasures and Spoils. Latoya Chandler, Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight for the month of November, is actually having a Black Friday sale. Treasures and Spoils has the perfect candle for every season and every occasion. So definitely skip the lines and check out treasuresandspoils.com. You can also check out any of her novels everywhere books are sold. Now, for the month of December, we will be spotlighting none other than LaJill Hunt. It's going to be a perfectly fine Christmas. If you have not picked up the novel yet, be sure to do so and to leave a review. It is the bookish thing to do. If you have not checked out my psychological thriller, my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition, now's the time. Leave a review on Amazon. I would greatly appreciate it and enjoy the entertainment. Now on Tuesday, you can check out Diverse Shelves on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they discuss all new releases. It's an open forum, so come on over on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and talk about the novels you're excited about reading. Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook. If you'd actually like to become an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. And if you're on YouTube and you are a reader, stop on over to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves wonderful reviews that are not only candid, but informative. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the astrology. Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the tarot astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 21st, 2021. Now, this is going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday astrology, okay? All right, let's get into it. Now, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I'm putting out. Now, on Thursday, the 25th, the sun enters Sagittarius at 3 degrees. So the energies are prompting limitations. Everything has limits. What are yours? You can aspire for more, though, you know. Some could be looking at a rise in the ranks on this day, on Thursday. Now, for you, Capricorn, this has to do with your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, closure. If you're working behind the scenes, know your limits, okay? If you're, like in your solitude, working in your solitude, I'd say if you're going to rise in the ranks and gain some benefits from this angle, they would be from your areas of Leo or Aries. If you have placements between 0 and 6 degrees, because those are your areas of blessings, which would bring in some type of shared finances that help the home, that heals the home, endings and new beginnings that heal the home or help the home, working on things you're passionate about, maybe even sex and intimacy that heals, relationships in the home. Now, if it's assistance and opportunities that's coming, that's helping you to rise among the ranks, it's going to be you working behind the scenes, doing something for home and family, maybe even a home-based business, doing something for career. Doing something for career. I don't know why I said a home-based business, but you might have a home-based business, so that might apply to that. You working in your solitude, garnering some type of some type of money, some type of resources, increasing your worth, because your worth is your area of Aquarius. That's where your worth, your money, your resources is. So if you are rising in the ranks there, that could be quite possible. So check to see if you have any placements in Aquarius or Libra or Sagittarius or Leo or Aries between 0 and 6 degrees. Because on Thursday, you got that aspecting. Now, the moon in Leo at 11 degrees is going to square Uranus and Taurus at 11 degrees. So a shocking challenge to your worth or your resources in some way could come into play. Something is coming in to affect your peace, or it's because somebody needs help from you and you got to put in a lot of work, Now, this shock that's coming into you is in your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. It's Taurus, and it trines you. So this might be a blessing to you anyway, with you putting this work in. It's directly aspecting Leo, or, with friction. They square each other. So you could be really working really hard within a creative endeavor for a lover or even a child and bringing in some shared finances. There might be a sudden shock, of course, where You feel like your peace is affected because you got to come up out of some money for a child or a lover. Okay. You know, or within a creative endeavor. Say you're out hanging out with your friends and you guys are going to the movies or the bar. You guys get to the bar and their card gets declined and you got to cover the cost of what they spent out of nowhere. So it could be something like that too, because play is in the mix. It could be have to do with sex and intimacy as it pertains to a lover as well. If you haven't been, vibing on that level, your partner might say something like, what's up? It's not there anymore. Where's the spark? And it might hurt your feelings a little bit. So you might have to put in some work there and bring that spark back. And then, things will be better. If you have placements between 8 and 14 degrees of that Taurus or Leo, be expecting something like those situations I mentioned. Venus in Capricorn at 17 degrees is going to sextile Mars in Scorpio at 17 degrees. So an opportunity or some kind of assistance could arise, okay? Don't do anything that compromises your morals or your good character, because you will be found out sooner or later, okay? This is a degree of violence as well. So you want to be cool. You don't want to be getting into any arguments with anybody out and about, with a lover, you just really want to watch it, because this is romance, finances, and pleasure coming directly to you or being offered to you through friends, through social groups. Okay, this might be an opportunity to hang out. They might be helping you to accomplish a goal. Just make sure you keep everything copacetic if you are hanging out. Don't drink too much and then get into an argument or something like that. Don't go out with your friends and cheat on your significant other or something like that, and you get caught. Now remember, that's on that same day that I was already talking about that shock or surprise. It could be a scenario where you're out with your friends, hanging out, having fun. You're over here flirting with this guy or girl. Pop up, your significant other sees you, rides past or finds out about it, and then your butt is grass. So just be mindful of that, okay? That's aspecting. Now, the sun on Friday, now this, I believe that was all on Thursday. That was all on Thursday, okay? Now on Friday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 4 degrees. This is an angle of friction or detachment for couples. So you want to make the connection with your partner, and this makes sense because if some of you got into it on Thursday with your partner, on Friday, there could be that detachment there where they don't trust you. They don't want to communicate with you. You got to communicate and find the common ground, because if not, it's time to rethink the partnership. If you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees, I would say of Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo, this is aspecting you. Even Gemini, because Gemini directly aspects Sagittarius. And this is about secrets, okay? Secrets coming out. Sacrifice, you having to make a sacrifice. Solitude, you having to be in your solitude because of the decisions you've made. Your morals, your spirituality, all of that is affected here. Okay, now if you have placements in Virgo or Pisces, sorry about that. If you have placements in Virgo or Pisces, this is directly aspecting travel across the board. Okay, you might have to travel for this. You might be dealing with someone during travel. Okay, you might be driving in the car with your significant other, back and forth, and you notice that dead silence between the two of you. Whether it could even be a work partner, because Gemini aspects that degree, and that's your degree of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people. Okay, you need to make sure that you are making that connection. Okay, you have to use what you think and what you preach. You have to use your education and skills. You have to express yourself, because Virgo is that's your area of Virgo. Long distance travel, education and skills, spirituality, what you think and preach. The other area of squares where you might have detachment is with a sibling. It could be the communication is not there. It could have to do with someone in your networks of people, or even a neighbor. Okay, so that you have to work out this detachment with. Okay, it could be one of your co-workers. So just check to see if you have any placements in Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, or Pisces between that 1 and 7 degrees, because that's where you really are going to have to work on these partnerships, or on the miscommunication or detachment in those partnerships. Okay, now also on Friday, Saturn at 8 degrees Aquarius is going to sextile Chiron and Aries at 8 degrees. So if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Aries or Aquarius, this is an opportunity or some kind of assistance to heal through or from a restriction or responsibility that's going to surface or that has already surfaced. Here is where where you didn't shirk your duties, or here's where you have to make sure you don't shirk your duties. Okay? Have that tenacity and do what you need to do as far as money and resources. This is what you're bringing in. This is an opportunity to bring in money and resources through home and family, or to bring in money and resources for home and family. Okay? Because Aries is your area of home and family. Aquarius is your area of money, resources, and worth. Okay? So check to see if you have those placements between 5 and 11 degrees. The moon in Leo at 24 degrees on Friday is going to make a fated aspect to Pluto and Capricorn. This is where you're trying to make a transformation within yourself. A transformation is not only on the mind, but it's prompted. And you're thinking about, how can I make this transformation and make my public image look better, or make my image look better, make myself first impressions better, make my ego feel better, make my soul feel better, through shared finances, through having the endings and new beginnings you want to have, through your passions, using your passions to recreate yourself, through sex and intimacy. How can I change the sex and intimacy within my relationship? Okay, that's aspecting you. If you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees of Capricorn or Leo, you could find yourself working really hard on that day as it pertains to trying to garner your finances, sex and intimacy, things you're passionate about, endings and new beginnings. But don't get upset if you don't get the recognition you feel you deserve, because it could be short-lived anyway. You know, especially if it's about sex and intimacy. If your partner is not like, oh, baby, that was good, that was great. You know, don't feel bad. You know, it happens. You know, it's not everybody expresses gratitude, okay, or expresses the goodness they feel, especially if they're one of those real closed off people who want to act, you know, like they're all that, or like they got it like that. You know, they might not express to you that they love you or you're the bomb, or, you know. So just be mindful of that. If it has to do with sex and intimacy, don't get down on yourself. If you don't get the recognition you feel you deserve with endings and new beginnings or things you're passionate about, you know, just keep working hard. You have to keep plotting forward. You can do that. Let's talk about Saturday, because Saturday has several angles that all involve each other. Now, the first angle I want to talk about, or the first placement, is the Sun in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. This is a creative day. Okay, it's a great angle for artists and authors, but you want to make your talents work for you, because there's value in you. Allow your entrepreneurship to shine, and don't let someone else take all the credit for what you do, because your devotion to something will be on full display here with Vesta at 5 degrees Sagittarius as well. Okay, and you're going to be putting in the work. Now, Mercury is also going to be at 5 degrees Sagittarius. They're all lined up. So some good communication is going to come your way about the hard work that you've been putting in. But you just want to make sure that you're reaping the benefits too. If you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of, I'd say, well, Sagittarius is secret sacrifice, solitude, closure, spirituality. So I would say probably Leo and Aries, because those are the areas of blessings. So you will be getting some type of shared finances coming in. This could be news about shared finances, news about endings and beginnings you're trying to create. That could even have to do with home and family, or something you're passionate about, or even sex and intimacy, things you've been working and sacrificing for behind the scenes. If you have placements in Aquarius or Libra as well, between 2 and 8 degrees, that's aspecting you to bring in some type of money or resources through secret sacrifice and solitude, where you've made sacrifices in career or with whatever it is you master. You could have those benefits coming in, but just make sure you're getting the shine too, and not somebody else reaping benefits off of you and you not getting anything. Now, the moon in Virgo at 8 degrees will make a fated aspect to Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So a restriction or responsibility that surfaces, that's been placed on you or that is placed on you, can find you working really hard. And you might be working for someone who is a little dishonest, but you could be a sucker for a damsel in distress, no matter the sexual orientation. You know, I have that issue. Now, if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Virgo or Aquarius, then this is a fated aspect to your area of long distance travel. Because so you could be dealing with someone at a distance from you or driving a long distance for someone. This is about your education and skills and what you think and preach, your morals and spirituality. So you could be utilizing your talents as far as what you think and preach, your education and skills. And that could be the restriction or responsibility that's placed on you to assist or to help someone, because you're trying to garner some shared finance. You're trying to not share finances, but you're trying to garner some type of money or resources, or you're trying to show your worth, you know. Hopefully it's not you having to pay some money to someone at a distance from you to help them out, or you're having to spend some money to drive a long distance. It could be either one of those, okay? So you could be making money, or you could be actually, you know, paying out some money or some resources to help someone on Saturday. Now, around 3 or 4 p.m., the moon in Virgo at 10 degrees is going to square Pisces and Pallas at 10 degrees. So this is where you're putting in a lot of energy, being of service to others, utilizing your talents as it pertains to communication, as it pertains to a sibling, as it pertains to a neighbor or someone in your networks of people. Okay? Maybe this is someone at a distance from you. Maybe you're having to travel back and forth, utilizing your education and skills, your spirituality, what you think and preach. Okay? Hopefully you're not having issues with your talents or blockages in your creativity. Okay? Or your skills. But here is where you're really getting things done. You want to get things done. Okay? Because as people near and far already waiting, gossiping about you, trying to prove you wrong. Okay? And they'll be waiting, those slanderers. So look to see if you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, because if you do, this is definitely aspecting you. All right? Now, let's see. Oh, I think that was it. Now, coming up next is going to be your tarot portion. Bye now. God bless you guys. Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 21st, 2021. Now, your week is permeated by the 8 of Swords. So, either you're an air sign, rising moon, or rising or moon person, like Leo, Aquarius, or Gemini, or you're holding yourself in some sort of self-imposed prison this week, and it's really prompting you to release yourself from the self-imposed prison, because you're holding yourself in that self-imposed prison some way, somehow. Now, you have hope aspecting you this week, which is wonderful. The hope is coming in because of either a new friend, new relationships, or a new abundant person that you see as the Empress coming your way. It could even be a new endeavor coming your way through a good partnership. Okay? For some of you, maybe you're having a baby. This could be about some type of you having hope that you can have a baby, some fertility. Maybe some of you find out you're pregnant for some of you. But it's definitely aspecting something new coming in, and whether it's a new endeavor or new friends, make sure they could be fly by night, some of them, but you're hoping for new relationships, a new relationship to come in. You're also looking at what you've invested in as far as your time, with looking at what you've invested in work, the balance between work and home. Okay, you're looking at the balance between work and home. You're looking at the finances to figure out how you can bring this harmony and these celebrations back into the home. So you're either looking at what you've invested and seeing how you can maybe juggle your tasks within work and home and family, so you can bring about something beautiful for the home, some type of harmony back into the home. Or you're looking at your investments so that you can balance out your money and bring back in the harmony at home, by looking at your investments. Some people are taking time to take money out of 401k, IRAs, and different stuff like that so that they can recoup and replenish and things like that. Maybe that's something you're looking at. You also have this harmony in the home again. You're looking at this harmony in the home and your stability that you have within this harmony in the home, or these celebrations in the home, and you're waiting for some type of communication, maybe from a mentor. But you're waiting for some type of communication to come into you. This communication that comes in, you're still going to have to keep your wits about you and research, because it's information that you need to take and do something with this information that's coming into you. Now, the Eight of Wands is permeating your challenges and advice. So that either talks about travel, long distance travel, communication with someone at a distance from you. That's either about travel or communication with someone at a distance from you, okay? Your challenge is going to be you having this overwhelming feeling of emotion coming into you. You being this wise, compassionate leader who lends support and advice to others, where people enjoy his or her presence. Some type of overwhelming feeling of emotion might be coming in about this person if this is not you, if this is a fire sign person you're dealing with. That's giving you more information as to which path to go down, which way to go. This is your challenge, getting this information in. You're trying to figure out, where do I go from here? What should I do from here? That's your challenge. Your advice is to continue forging toward what you're passionate about. Go away from this feeling of left out in the cold, or poverty consciousness, or lack, and forge toward what you're passionate about, and create this abundance on your own. Create, or even while you're waiting for it to come in, you can create the abundance on your own if you get out of your state of hesitation, your state of paranormal, your state of defensiveness. Okay, you got frayed nerves right now, and you're being prompted to take care of yourself and put off important decisions until you have more energy, because right now you can't take on anything more. Okay, it's putting you more so in a state of feeling left out in the cold and poverty consciousness. So you want to be mindful of that. Okay, I hope this helps. God bless you. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for tuning in for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 21st, 2021. Guys, I want you to check out Treasures and Spoils. Latoya Chandler, Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight for the month of November, is actually having a Black Friday sale. Treasures and Spoils has the perfect candle for every season and every occasion. So definitely skip the lines and check out treasuresandspoils.com. You can also check out any of her novels everywhere books are sold. Now for the month of December, we will be spotlighting none other than LaJill Hunt. It's going to be a perfectly fine Christmas. If you have not picked up the novel yet, be sure to do so and to leave a review. It is the bookish thing to do. If you have not checked out my psychological thriller, my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition, now's the time. Leave a review on Amazon. I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy the entertainment. Now on Tuesday, you can check out Diverse Shelves on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they discuss all new releases. It's an open forum, so come on over on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and talk about the novels you're excited about reading. Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook. If you'd actually like to become an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. And if you're on YouTube and you are a reader, stop on over to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. He leaves wonderful reviews that are not only candid, but informative. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the astrology. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here to give you your astrology portion for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as it pertains to the week of the 21st. Okay, so make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. But let's talk about what's going on here. Okay, so on Thursday, the sun is going to enter Sagittarius at 3 degrees. So it's prompting like limitations being placed on you. Everything has limits, but you want to ask yourself, what are yours? Because you can always aspire for more, you know. Some could be looking at a rise in the ranks on this day. If you have placements between 0 and 6 degrees of, I'd say, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, because those are your areas of blessings. And that will have to do with home and family. Sagittarius is home and family for you. So you want to know your limits in home and family. And you could rise in the ranks in home and family, or even a home-based business if you have placements in Gemini between 0 and 6 degrees. Okay. Now, if it's Leo, you're going to be working behind the scenes, doing things secretly, working in your solitude. Okay. Maybe it's that you get some closure that comes into you that allows you to release and rise in the ranks. Either way, this aspect of home and family is noting shared finances coming in. You creating the endings and new beginnings you want. You working on your passions or what you're passionate about, bringing in some type of shared finances your way. This is also sex and intimacy behind the scenes. Know your limitations with sex and intimacy, but, you know, say you've been getting into it with your lover and you haven't been, you know, really intimate like that. And on that day, if you have placements between 0 and 6 degrees, you could find yourself the passion igniting, you being, you know, intimate and you rise in the ranks with your lover. If it's your area of Libra or Aquarius that's assisting you in rising in the ranks, while you are knowing your limits with money, because Libra is your area of money and resources. So you could be rising in the ranks, like I said, within a, I would say, like a career, like a home and family, if you work for yourself, like a home-based business, because Libra trines Gemini, and that's career. Okay, and Libra is already talking about money and resources. Okay, so you garnering some type of money and resources or worth could help you rise in the ranks, or it could help you not increase, but beautify like the home or something like that. But it benefits the home in some way. Okay, through your work, through your daily routines, through where you are of service to other people, because the other area of assistance and opportunity for you is Aquarius. Okay, so you might be utilizing your skills to, you know, assist someone at home and family, and that's how you're rising in the ranks. But if you are assisting someone in home and family, working for them, being of service to them during your daily routines, please know your limits. Don't overexhaust yourself, okay? Now, also on Thursday, the moon in Leo at 11 degrees will square Uranus and Taurus at 11 degrees. So a shocking challenge to your worth could surface in some way. Something could be coming in to affect your peace, shockingly, as it pertains to like your long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach, your morals. You could be dealing with someone at a distance from you. They could be gossiping about you behind the scenes, talking behind your back, because Leo is your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, closure. So shockingly, you could find out somebody was talking about you behind your back and you're like, wow, it's a shock to you because you thought that was your homeboy or your homegirl or your friend, or, you know, whatever your sentiment is. If you have those placements between 8 and 14 degrees. Or you could find yourself working really, if it's not a shock to you know, your worth, you know, like you find that out, it's that you're working really hard, okay, on what you think and preach, on your education and skills. You're working for someone at a distance from you behind the scenes, okay? It could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or rising sign person. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. You know, you're putting in the work there. You're making the sacrifices you need to make there. So just be mindful of that on Thursday. Now, also on Thursday, Venus in Capricorn at 17 degrees is going to sextile Mars and Scorpio at 17 degrees. Okay, so an opportunity or some assistance through or like through some challenges, it can arise. But just don't do anything that's going to compromise your morals or your good character, because sooner or later you'll be found out. And this is a degree of violence as well. So be cool. You don't want to get into any arguments over money or during play when you're out having fun or with a romantic partner, because the sextile is between, sextiles are generally positive, but this is about your partnerships and your relationships. And it has to do with romantic partners, creative endeavors, or children. So you could be hanging out and having fun. But some of these angles talk about violence. They talk about, arguments or things like that. So you don't want to get into it with a lover, a child, or someone while you're hanging out. Say you're hanging out with your significant other and you're having a good time, and somebody, hits on them, or somebody hits on you, and you give them a wink or something when you know you shouldn't. You might get into it with your romantic partner. So just be careful. Okay, that's a tricky angle. If you have placements in Scorpio or Capricorn between 14 and 20 degrees, that's aspecting you. Now on Friday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 4 degrees. And this is an angle of friction or even detachment for couples. So you want to make the connection with your partners, communicate, find common ground. If there's no common ground, you want to rethink the relationship or the partnership. Now remember, Sagittarius is your area of home and family. This squares your sign, Virgo. It squares your sector of Pisces, which is relationships in home and family. It's Sagittarius directly aspects Gemini, your relationship and career and mastery. So any of those signs, you need to look to see if you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees, because there could be some type of detachment there, where you need to work on something to better make a connection, whether it's with career, someone in career mastery, or someone in home and family, or a home-based business, okay? Now, also on Friday, Saturn at 8 degrees, Aquarius will sextile Chiron and Aries at 8 degrees. So an opportunity or some kind of assistance to heal through or from a restriction or a responsibility will surface. Here is where your duties are not shirked and great tenacity is displayed. Okay. Now you're healing your area of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. You could be healing because of those things. But it has to do with a restriction or responsibility where you might have to be of service to someone. You might have to work. You might have to do something during your daily routines. Okay? It could have to do with a small pet. It could have to do with your health as well. But you're healing. You're having that opportunity to heal. Okay? So look at your placements. Look to see if you have placements in Aries or Aquarius between 5 and 11 degrees. Because if so, that's aspecting you. Now, also on Friday, the moon in Leo at 24 degrees will make a fated aspect to Pluto and Capricorn at 24 degrees. So a transformation is not only on the mind, but it's prompted at this degree. You can be working hard on this day, okay? But don't get upset if you don't get the recognition that you feel you deserve, because it could be short-lived anyway. And not everybody just knows how to show gratitude, even though we all should. But, you live and you learn. Okay. Now Capricorn trines your sign, but this is your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. Okay. Making a fated aspect to secret, sacrifice, and solitude, closure, spirituality. So whatever you're working on behind the scenes, whether it's for a child, a romantic partner, or someone you hang out with, have fun with, or within a creative sphere, you might not get the recognition you deserve, but you need to make sure that you're putting in the work, okay? If you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees of Leo or Capricorn. Now let's talk about Saturday. There's a few transits that go together on Saturday, okay, that I want to talk about. Now, number one, the sun is going to be in Sagittarius at 5 degrees, which is prompting you to tap into your creativity. Okay, it's a great angle for artists and authors where you can make your talents work for you, where people can see the value in you, where you can allow your entrepreneurship to shine. Just make sure that it's reciprocal. Make sure you are shining. Make sure somebody else is not getting all the credit. Now, the sun at 5 degrees, Sagittarius, is going to couple with Vesta in Scorpio, in Sagittarius, I'm sorry, at 5 degrees. So your devotion to something is going to be on full display as it pertains to home and family. Okay. Be sure that this is also a great angle for artists and authors. That 5 degree is a great angle for artists and authors, but it prompts you to put the work in, even if you don't get the recognition. Now, the sun will not only be the thing there in Vesta. The sun, let me slow down. The sun and Vesta will not be the only planets in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. Mercury will be there as well, making a blessing, bringing a blessing into you in communication that can be evident to others. This is good communication, maybe about your artistry, if you're an author or an artist or a researcher, scientist, whatever. Good communication could come in possibly through the hard work that you're putting in. So all of those things, all of those planets are at Sagittarius at 5 degrees. This is about home and family for you, or a home-based business. Where you've been working behind the scenes, you could garner some shared finances. You could start up some endings and new beginnings that you want to start up or end. You could, this could be about sex and intimacy, or simply things that you're passionate about. So if you have those placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, you should definitely be expecting some type of benefit to come into you, some type of maybe even shared finances to come in for things that you've been passionate about and worked on secretly behind the scenes. Okay. Or you've been waiting on secretly behind the scenes. Maybe you submitted something in writing a long time ago and you've been waiting to get word. If you have those placements between 2 and 8 degrees. Also, you could garner some type of assistance or opportunities through money and resources by working for someone, garnering a job, helping someone in home and family, being of service to someone, helping someone with their pet, any of those things. And that could bring you in some type of benefit. If you have placements between that 2 and 8 degrees of Libra or Aquarius in your chart, this is aspecting you as well on Saturday. Now, the moon in Virgo at 8 degrees will make a fated aspect to Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So a restriction or responsibility that surfaces or that's placed on you or has been was somehow meant to happen. You can find yourself working for someone who might be a little dishonest, might not necessarily be on the up and up all the way. But then again, you might be a sucker for a damsel in distress, no matter the sexual orientation. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees, this is about you. This is about a fated aspect that's being made to your sector of work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to other people. Okay, you're having to work. You're having to put some type of service in if you have those placements between 5 and 11 degrees. Now, around 3 or 4 p.m., the moon in Virgo in your sign at 10 degrees is going to square Pisces and Pallas at 10 degrees. So it looks like you're going to be putting in a lot of hard work as it pertains to one of your relationships, or you're getting into a clash with one of your relationships. Okay, so hoping it's got to do with Pallas. So hope it's not a blockage in your creativity, but you want to get things done here because it's directly aspecting your relationships where Pisces is. Slanderers are waiting to be proven right. So they're waiting for you to mess up in some way to say, oh, I told you he or she wasn't going to make it. I told you he and she weren't going to do it, or, whatever the case may be. If you have placements between that 7 and 13 degrees of Pisces or Virgo, this is aspecting you. Stay tuned next for your tarot portion. Coming up next, I've attached it from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Bless you guys. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Tarana here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 21st, 2021. Okay, so the first card, first of all, permeating your entire reading is the Seven of Swords. Okay, now, that either means somebody stealing from you, or it means you don't trust somebody around you. You think they're going to steal from you, or you think they're stealing from you. You think that you need to keep your wits about you in a situation because you can't trust someone around you. That is how you're feeling. Okay, or that's what's permeating your reading. Now, because of this non-trust or thievery, okay, this is what you're dealing with this week. You feel at some type of defeat. You've been feeling defeated and lost, but you're at the end of that defeat and loss because you already got 10 swords in your back. So you're at the end of this defeat and loss, or endings that you feel are, going to be dramatic or harsh, or have been, with some people. But because you're at the end of this, you've got the Ace of Cups aspecting now. So you're bringing in or calling in some type of strong emotion, some type of deep, overwhelming love or compassion, maybe some type of fulfillment that you are bringing in yourself, because you're submitting yourself at the top of the hill and you're persevering through whatever challenges you are facing this week. You might be a fire sign person, because I do have several fire. There's a lot of fire in here, okay? So because there's a lot of fire in here, fire and swords, that tells me you've been up in your head a lot, and you've been like putting out a lot of fire, just really fiery, or hopefully it's not angry. But either way, this is what's aspecting you. You're submitting yourself at the top of the hill to persevere through something. There is going to be some type of offer or good communication coming your way, possibly through a fire sign person, okay? Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Or you might be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries rising or moon person, and you're getting some type of mental clarity coming into you about you being, through you being wise, through you being a leader. Okay, maybe this is good communication coming in about you being a leader, about you being compassionate, about others valuing your presence. Okay, that good communication is definitely aspecting you. Now you have a challenge here, some fights or arguments or challenges. They're either, okay, so you've aspected the strength card. So you have the strength to weather these challenges and these fights and this tension or this competition. This could be going on in the background, or it could be going on with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person, because that's what this strength card is noting. The strength card is noting you have the strength to get through it and persevere. The strength card could be noting that you're having these problems with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person. Or it could be aspecting that you're having this in the background, because Leo is your sector of secret, sacrifice, solitude, closure, spirituality. You could be having these battles, even with what you believe in the spiritual realm as well. You could be having battles, gaining some type of closure within some conflicts. It could be any of those things this week. But you're prompted to have hope. Have hope that things are going to turn out better, and let go of these fights and arguments and conflicts, because you definitely need to choose your battles wisely, because you got the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords talks about some type of battles, some type of conflicts that you're having, and you wanting to win at all costs. But it's telling you to choose your battles wisely, okay? If you want to bring in this happy family, maybe you should, you got the Page of Cups aspecting too. So maybe you should listen to some music. Maybe you should loosen up a little bit. Maybe you should, to start creative new beginnings and this happiness you want to create. It will take a more grounded approach, but it's also going to take for you to, lighten up a bit. Okay, you also may be called to give some advice to someone in your family about some type of fights or conflicts that they've been having. Now, you have the Devil card aspecting your challenges and advice. So this tells me that you're either dealing with greed, you're dealing with a misdirected passion, or you might be dealing with some type of addictions, or you're investing in the wrong person, or the wrong, you're investing in the wrong person, or the wrong project, or something like that. Because the Devil card notes that you're either dealing with a Capricorn, or you're there's some addictions or misdirected passion or some greed or something going on with you, and that's what's affecting you with your challenges and your advice. Now, your challenge is going to be you feeling in the sun, you feeling positive, you feeling that goodness, that warmth, that shine upon you, so that you can transition into a period of peace, and serenity, and come out of these conflicts. You avoiding conflicts and moving on is going to be your struggle this week. It's going to be a challenge to hold for what you choose to be important, but you going and delving into constant conflicts is not going to assist you moving past tension or strife. Okay. The Five of Swords Five of Wands upside down points to diversity. It points to agreeing to disagree. Maybe you are having a problem agreeing to disagree. You might feel wronged or misled or witness others experiencing this conflict. You have to stay out of resentment as much as you can if you plan to move forward, okay? That's going to be your challenge, is staying out of resentment and moving forward and coming up out of these conflicts. Now, your advice is to balance your time. Is to balance your time, is to balance your money, and to go ahead and make this choice, because you have the Two of Pentacles. You need to make a choice to gain balance over this stuff, that's whatever is going on with you, because the Two of Pentacles is about balance, time solvency, adaptability, unpredictable circumstances. You may be dealing with juggling responsibilities as well. It's about pulling your weight around and not being, for some of you, a burden on others, or maybe someone's a burden on you. But this is advising you to balance this out with gratitude. Balance it out with harmony, to bring in these, bring in this equal give and take, and to bring in this some sort of money or payout. It's not earned income. It's some type of money or payout that you're being advised to bring in. And you also have the Seven of Wands. So it's asking you to persevere and submit yourself at the top of a hill to bring this in to you. Okay? That's what I have for you. God bless you, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye now.